Okay, so let's get started. Since this is supposed to be kind of a summer night out look, I'm definitely going to be using a more long wear foundation. So I'm going to be taking a more soft matte one, nothing too glowy so that it won't like slip and slide. So I'm using my Catrice True Skin foundation. One of the best that you can find at the drugstore if you want coverage, but nothing that looks too much like a mask. This foundation also doesn't have any SPF in it, so if you're planning on taking pictures, you don't have to be afraid of having that horrible flashback in photos. In terms of powder, I would say powder where you feel like you need it. I would recommend the under eye and generally just parts that you know get very oily. So I'm focusing it on the sides like this here. This is where I get quite oily, but I'm going to avoid my upper lip and just a little bit on my forehead. For bronzer, I'm going to be using a cream bronzer because it's just very summery. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Putty bronzer. For blush, I want to do kind of a combination of two shades. I'm taking the Essence blush in the shade Bespoke, which is this kind of warm, kind of bronzy shade, but it's more warm than an actual bronzer. So I'm going to be using this first, more towards the outer part. Now I'm going in with Rosy Pink from Physicians Formula and apply that more so in the inner part. It's going to give a little bit of pink. Rosy Pink has to be one of my favorite blushes. It is so beautiful. I'm going to be applying some highlighter, but not too much. I'm going to use the Catrice More Than Glue highlighter in Supreme Rose Beam. This is going to complement the light pink and the eye look very well. I also really like the Ultimate Platinum Glaze one. It's the light yellow gold shade. It's also very pretty. I'm applying it only here. Normally I would go like this. I only want it right here at the top. For today, I'm going to be using my Hawaii palette from Beige Cosmetics because it has the shades I'm looking for. So what I was envisioning with this palette when I first got it was a very fun, colorful, but not too much kind of makeup look using this sparkly shade right here. It's kind of a duochrome. It goes from pink to brown. It's very pretty. And then just like a warm brown in the crease. Nothing too warm because it's not quite my comfort zone. So I think I'll start first in a crease with this shade right here. Now I'll be deepening that up with this shade right here, Mahalo. I don't want to be like wasting too much time, so I'm jumping from a transition shade directly into a more deep shade. And you guys know me, like even when I say it's a night out look, it's not going to be extremely dramatic because I just don't like too much. So this would be my version of night out. Hope that's fine. With whatever is left on my brush, I'm starting to kind of go outwards like this to create that nice lifted effect. Now I'm going to be adding that shimmer shade I was talking about. It's called Kilauea. I don't know how to pronounce that. This one. I'm going to be using my fingers, so I hope it's a little bit more intense because I don't think a brush will pick that up. That's such a beautiful shade. It's kind of pink but brown. Doesn't sparkle as much as I hoped, which is fine. I can just add a glitter on top, but oh, it's so pretty. I love it. I'm going back in with the brush I used earlier just to blend a little bit of the edges. To highlight my inner corner, I'm going to take Lanai, which is the more like pink toned shade. It kind of matches the entire like pink vibe, like with the highlighter. I mean, I could use my highlighter, but these are so intense, so I prefer to use these ones. I'm also taking a little bit of that on my lower lash line. I'm going to be doing my eyeliner. Today I want more of like a short tiny wing, kind of makes the outer edge look a little bit more smoky. Then supposed to a very thin line that goes very long. I want something a little bit shorter and thicker. To set that, I'm going to be taking Honolulu, which is the darkest shade. It has a slight purple tone to it, which is nice because the eye is a little bit more of a pink toned look today. And the entire palette is a little bit more like warm pink and toasty. So I feel like the shade really complements the entire color story. Whatever is left on the brush, I'm going to lightly run it along my lower lash line, but not too much. Add your desired mascara or falsies. For the brows, just do them however you like them. Heavy is fine. I mean, it's a night out look, so they can look a little bit heavier. I'm thinking about adding glitter or not. I'm going to add just a tiny little bit of glitter. So I'm going to be using the Peri Para Sugar Twinkle Liquid eyeshadow glitter or something. This is the old formula. It's not this new one. This is like a clear glitter. This one has a strong base color to it, so I'm only going to be applying a little bit. Something similar to this would be the e.l.f. Like glitter shadow thingies. I don't think you can get these anymore. I haven't seen them on YesStyle, so I don't know if there are other online shops where you could get it, but yeah, not on YesStyle. I'm going to be using the same little brush that I used for my inner corner, and I'm picking up just a little bit. I put it on the back of my hand. I'm picking it up like that with the brush and apply just a little bit. This glitter is kind of like a beige base tone with silver glitter in it, and it's only the small glitter particles. It doesn't have the big glitter particles like the new one has. I would say that the only downside to this is that it does have that strong base color, so it took a little bit of that pink color away. It's still pink, but it's a little bit less pink. So I tried a lip combo, absolutely did not like it. No, no, I don't like this lip. So I'm back with a new lip combo that I hope is going to be better. I'm going to very lightly dab Velvet Teddy from MAC on my lips. I just figured that since the eyes have color, I want the lips to be a bit more neutral. And to finish it off, I'm going to be using the Essence Plumping Lip Filler. This was a Disney collab, but I believe they have these types of lip filler glosses in their permanent collection. It's just a very warm, hot, minty feeling lip product. To be honest, it kind of smells like wasabi, which I'm not mad about because I like wasabi, but guess I'd mention that. And this, you guys, completes today's makeup look. I know it's not the most dramatic thing ever, but for me this would be as far as I would go for a night out. And also in terms of color, I don't like to experiment too much with vivid colors. If anything, I like pastels, which I think is nothing new that I like soft colors. I really hope you enjoyed this look, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. It helps me out to know that you enjoy my content. And until the next time, please take care of yourself, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!